how they earn money. I know. It's
They,
okay. It's pretty
you
common.
they just grab the cash as they see there's cash in your hand. They will tell,
Sure.
let's have a picture together. Even
Yeah.
um,
So,
they
do
don't
you
care
think
about what you
yeah,
want.
they don't they're very aggressive.
They're like a money making machine.
Yeah.
I I
That's how they earn money. That's the only way they earn money. So they have to be aggressive like that.
pretty direct.
Yeah, very very direct.
Yes.
But very most of them are very friendly,
Yeah, they are
right?
all yes, they are smiling all the time. I'm not sure how long they can smile like
All
continue.
day long. All day long and all night long they smile. They have to because they want more cash. They want you to say this lady boy is the most beautiful. I want my picture taken with her and you pay them cash.
It's kind of
It's part of
hard.
when people talk about Thailand, that's just part of Thailand's culture,
Yes, I
right?
was experienced the typical Thailand culture.
Okay. Did you like the food food in Thailand?
Not really, but the cocktail there was really good.
Okay. Yeah, it's and the
Yes,
cost of things there is not expensive.
yes, they are very, I should say, affordable to young people.
Sure. Yeah,
Or,
very affordable. If you go there, you like the hotels, the
mhm,
food, the drinks, all of that stuff is pretty affordable.
yes, it's friendly for anyone who wants to go abroad, but at
Hmm.
ra- relatively low expense, they could
Sure.
try Thailand to experience a lot of stuff. Yeah.
So when
Different.
you went to what did you do in Japan?
Japan, we just went to some famous city like Tokyo, like Osaka. The,
Okay.
yes, and see some. Most of the tourists would go
Most
to.
of the tourist spots.
Yeah, tourist spots.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know even how to pronounce them in English.
Yeah, I know. There's lots of great tourist places to visit in Japan as well. The culture there is different than Thailand.
Totally different. Totally different.
Yeah, yeah, it's very different. It's not the same. So you experience what you experience Thailand, you're not going to experience in Japan or China.
Yes, they are kind of in a big contrast.
Sure, very very big contrast. So you know what our topic tonight is?
I just asked you if I don't have any funny story to tell, can I go on the stage?
Sure, but sure, yeah, there's no problem with not if you don't have a funny story, you don't have to. Yeah, whenever I do a live stream, I have a topic. If people aren't don't want to discuss the topic, it's okay.
Um,
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, but you know that our topic is just about a funny story, and you don't nothing funny has happened to you in your life recently.
not just I can't
Not really.
any
Nothing
at
that's very
the moment.
interesting.
I just can't think like of any interesting stories at this moment.
Oh, okay. So someday would you like to travel to the U.S.?
Uh, it was in my bucket list, but I
Okay.
saved some money for the trip. It
Okay. Yeah, it's expensive to go there, right? It's
will,
cheaper to fly to Japan and Thailand because it's closer.
of course, and also the visa issue. I I heard my friends say that there's a long process of applying for
Tourist visa.
yeah tourist
Yeah.
with recently. I
Yeah, yeah, it's difficult to get a tourist visa.
yes I we will see. We will never know what's
Sure. So
gonna happen.
so so did you happen to watch the Olympics?
No,
You're
I'm
not a
only
fan. You're not a fan of
yeah
any like Olympic sports or anything.
like I'm only like uh uh take a little look of at the opening ceremony. I think
Oh, okay. So you just glanced at the opening ceremony.
yes, like some I was impressed by the scene. The lady was riding a horse from
Oh,
the that scene is quite
okay. Okay.
yes
That impressed you?
yes, and I think uh it's the metaphor that encourage women to like do a lot more things than you are so used to, like go beyond
Uh-huh.
and maybe find new things, not limit yourself only because of the age or something else you might be
Sure.
uh, so afraid of. Like, yes.
Yeah, so that it encourages women to be empowered women to, go after what they want,
Oh, yes. I think that's
right?
the matter of the opening ceremony. There are so many icons that emphasize, I think, put emphasis on this thing. I'm not sure
Sure.
other
Yeah,
people
yeah,
agree.
the opening ceremonies at the Olympics were very open-minded,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Also including some like controversial thing
Yeah,
that
some controversial issues.
yes that
But
people.
that's the Italian that's the French way of life. That's the French culture there. So
I
that's common.
yes, I kind of appreciate the diversity they were willing to show to the world. Like
Sure.
in
Yeah.
China, we never see a show like live streaming show in a big event like that. I don't think that's never gonna happen here.
Sure. Yeah. I think each country will, have their own unique opening and closing ceremony at the Olympic, which reflects the home country's culture. And this reflects the French culture. The French are very open-minded
Mm-hmm.
and they're not conservative whatsoever. So
Yeah,
that reflected in the opening ceremony, which maybe offended some people, and some people thought it or were impressed by it.
yeah. Uh,
And
yes, quite diverse.
so, so I read lots of articles, even in America. Even in
Mm-hmm.
America, I read lots of articles in the media about criticizing the opening ceremonies, and some
Mm-hmm.
people were really complimenting the opening ceremonies.
Uh, like most of the church people might have an issue with the opening.
Sure, yeah, the more religious people, or they had a little bit more of a issue with the opening ceremony. It was maybe more a little offensive to them.
So we are people. We can never like stand in their shoes to
Yeah.
understand.
But it was interesting because in America most media outlets don't very seldom compliment China. Very seldom do they compliment China. But when they were comparing the opening ceremony for the 2024 Olympics to the opening ceremony to the Beijing Olympics, they
Yes.
said Beijing, China was much more classy and much more a much better opening ceremony than the Paris Olympics opening ceremony. So they actually had something good to say about China,
Oh,
which very
that
seldom happens. Very seldom does that happen.
once you have a like comparison, your attitude or your perspective might change or
Yeah,
shift from your
definitely.
old
Yeah,
view.
yeah. So I do, and I believe that China is very. Their opening ceremonies were very, very classy and very amazing.
Mm-hmm. You mean
Yeah,
in the
yeah, they didn't offend anybody. They weren't offensive whatsoever.
mm-hmm. uh, that's like a main idea of the Chinese culture to be remain in how should I say inclusive
Yeah,
harmony,
sure,
harm,
inclusive.
yeah, inclusive
Yeah,
and harmony,
harmonious.
harmonious. Yeah,
Yeah, harmonious. Yeah.
they
So
will.
they don't want to offend or be
Yeah,
offensive to any typical culture or any typical group of people,
yes, they will
right?
never. Well, we will never like act aggressive or like too intimidating or in any way, right?
Right. Yeah. So it was how China, held the Olympics. It was very successful, and very classy. A lot of people complimented it, even most of the athletes.
Athletes,
Yes,
maybe there are uh uh like uh think think highly of the Beijing Olympic because the accommodation we offer is
yeah,
better. French
yeah.
Olympic
The accommodations were very, very,
like
very good. Yeah, very comfortable for the athletes.
comfortable and maybe some facilities more uh, how should I- sophisticated. Some
Sure. And
some
yes, and I live not far
mm,
from the Olympic. I live not far from the Olympic Park here in Beijing, and during the Olympics, a lot of the roads were blocked off. So I had to take alternate routes to go some places because during the Olympics, a lot of roads were blocked off around Olympic Village and around the Olympic Park, so we couldn't go anywhere near there.
so it cost like some certain level of inconvenience for local.
For us here, it cost some people some inconvenience for a short period of time, only a few weeks.
Um, you can put up with that.
Sure, yeah, it was not a big deal for me. It wasn't, but
Only
maybe some people it caused a bigger inconvenience for them than it did me. But it was okay. We expected it.
so you experienced the whole event from the very beginning to the.
Oh yeah, before weeks, maybe a few weeks before the Olympics even started, they started blocking off a lot of roads.
Did you
Yeah,
get?
for security reasons, to make sure it was safe and secure.
Yes, we emphasize a lot on the safety when the if there are any like big events we're holding in the area.
Sure, yeah, and there's lots of lots of police
Mm.
around, lots of security all over the place. So it's very very safe and very secure around the Olympic area park.
Uh, did you get the chance to watch any Olympic games? No.
No, just on TV. I watched the opening ceremony, the fire. They had some fireworks displays in the sky. I could see that from my window.
Oh, for free.
Yeah, for free.
And yes.
Yeah, for free. Yeah, but anyway, it's a extremely awesome event to see. But I had some friends who had it's not easy to get tickets to go to the event, especially being a foreigner.
Uh, is there any channel you can get the tickets, or they're just sold
They're
out?
sold out.
They, they were sold
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Wow.
very very hard to get. Yeah,
Oh,
because there's only a very small limited number of tickets for people. So it's very unless you know somebody who knows somebody, Guanchi, yeah, then it's very difficult to get a ticket.
oh, like oh, some.
But I had some of my students who are not my students now, my ex students who I used to tutor English in. They
Mm-hmm.
were involved in the like volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
So they
Uh,
worked there as a volunteer.
so they will get tickets for that for the voluntary for the
Yeah,
it's a it's like pay
yeah,
third.
they can see depending on what they volunteer for, where their position is. Some of them were inside the stadium and could see the events because that was their volunteer job. Some of them were outside and didn't have a chance to see the Olympics.
Uh, so oh maybe
Depending on what their volunteer job was.
got it.
Yeah.
It might be not.
Yeah, some of them were good because they got to be inside the stadium and maybe
Uh-huh.
helped people find their seats and stuff. And some people had to be outside the stadium, maybe helping direct traffic or helping people to get to the stadium and stuff. So some were inside, some were outside.
I heard there are so many like volunteers for in during the event. For,
Yes, yeah, yeah. They need thousands and thousands of volunteers.
and
Yeah,
this
so lots of people sign up for it, but not everybody gets to do that.
And
A lot of university students like to do that.
volunteering is pretty common in the state.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for them.
Yes,
Yeah,
sure.
even some of the adult people, Chinese people that I know here in Beijing, they volunteered. They were volunteers at the 2008 Olympics.
Uh, what the proper job they might do if they are like
Some of them were like inside the stadium and were
uh
volunteers. Where some of them were volunteers at the Olympic park where the athletes stayed, and they were like handing out food or snacks to the athletes. So they got to see a lot of the athletes. So they had many different jobs.
I thought they only want young volunteers, not
Well, at that time they were young. Now they're not young.
many. Oh,
2008, that they were young then. Now they're adults and have jobs. But they told me that when they were in college or students and university students, they volunteered at the 2008 Olympics and were able to see some of the athletes there.
are they really like put the volunteering experience in the resume? Is that like useful?
I guess they can put it's something they can put on their resume to, maybe it will make them shine a little bit brighter than the other person. Wow, let's hire this guy. He volunteered at the Olympics. This guy didn't.
I think
Maybe, I don't know.
some people might use that as like for yeah.
It's possible, yeah, but they have a story to tell. They can tell, they tell me their story. They can tell their kids their story, their family their story about, yeah, I volunteered at the 2008 Olympics. I saw this athlete. I got a selfie with a picture with this athlete, so they can share their experience. It's very nice.
Yes, it must be like very unforgettable experience for them.
Os-
Yeah,
Obviously, it's very unforgettable. They're very proud of it.
sure.
Yeah, very proud because not very many people can say that they, were a part of that. Because that was a big moment in China, the 2008. It's a big shining moment for China, for the whole world.
Is it? Is it like a chance for the world to know like in from a whole new perspective?
Perspective. Yeah, it
Yes,
is. It's an opportunity. That was an opportunity for opening up China to the world to see the whole world can see China in a whole different perspective. And the government, spared no time, no money, and made sure that that opportunity was perfect.
yes, everything was arranged properly and perfect.
Sure, very well choreographed, very well planned, and it was a very big success.
But for the people who don't like come to China to experience Olympic person, they will still think China is oh
Yeah, that's
that
just because a lot of people outside of China are uneducated about China. Yeah, so sometimes people who are uneducated about a certain culture maybe tend to judge that
Mm,
culture in a way that maybe they is negative, mainly only because they are uneducated about that culture.
yes. I used to work in a like Japanese company. Our leaders are Japanese. Like once they came to China, they get the chance to know. Wow, China is so developed and civilized.
Yeah,
Moments like modern. It's pretty modern, and everything is just as the same as the what they have in Japan. They are really
sure. But
impressed.
a lot of people outside of China who
Mm-hmm,
live in different countries,
mm-hmm.
they don't have a window into China because they don't they don't watch Chinese TV shows.
Yes,
They don't watch Chinese movies, so they have no clue or idea whatsoever what life is like here inside the country. People inside of China have a window to what life is like in America because they watch Friends, Two Broke Girls, they watch Modern Family, they watch Desperate Housewives, Gossip Girl. They're like, wow, America is so cool because of, they watch those TV shows. So they have a window of what it's like into American culture where the American people don't have a window into China.
We do have some classy TV series, modern, but not so like trendy like Friends. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
No.
you're right. Yeah, I know China. I know China has some good TV series, some good dramas, some good movies. But most Americans don't understand, don't watch those because they're not shown in America.
Oh, that might be a that might be the
Because most Americans just aren't interested in that, so they don't see that, and because they don't understand it. Where a lot of Chinese people are interested in American culture and they like to watch the Hollywood movies.
yes. That's difference that maybe the United States people don't care about what's happening here at
They don't
all.
care. They don't care about a country that's halfway around the world. What happens over there, we don't care about. So
Yeah,
it's not. It's out. And we don't worry about it. So, and most Americans, of course, can only speak one language. They can't speak Chinese.
yes, I think people there might be like more present, be
They're
more
very isolated.
isolated.
They're very isolated. Yeah, because most Americans, to be honest with you, most Americans don't have a passport. Most of them don't leave America.
Really,
Yeah, about 30% of Americans have a passport. Most of them never leave America.
I just think they're more like prefer to live in the moment, not care about the things that's happening thousand miles away from them.
Yeah, yeah. They don't worry about what happens in other countries. They care and just focus mostly on their own life in where they live and what's around them.
I think that's part of the attitude we should adopt as well, in because things that happened that we have no control over, we should pay
Sure.
less attention to it because we have nothing to do with it.
Right.
Uh, but we consume our energy and time.
Sure. Yeah,
Yes,
because the world has become more globalized now because of the internet. Okay, thank you so much, Amy, for coming up on stage tonight and having that great conversation with us. Amy obviously is not a VIP member, so when you're not a VIP member, you have a time limit of 90 minutes, I think, per day to be in live streams. So I'm not sure if that was 90 minutes that she was on my stage or not. But anyway, thank you so much, Amy, for coming up on stage tonight and having that great conversation. Yes, our topic tonight is tell me a funny story. But Amy said, you know what? She sent me a message before and said, Todd, I don't really have a funny story to tell you, but can I come up on the stage and chat with you anyway? I said, sure, no problem. So anyway, thank you so much to everybody for joining us tonight at this live stream. I'll introduce myself to those who maybe have joined here a little bit later. My name is Todd. I'm streaming from Beijing, China. Yes, I do live in China. I come from the United States of America. In case you wondered who I am or where I come from, yes, I come from the United States of America, but I've lived in China now for 13 years. That's because my job is here and I love living here. Anyway, our topic tonight, tell me a funny story. Oh, and a couple other things about me. First of all, yes, no, I do not speak Chinese. I can speak a little bit of Chinese, enough to survive. Also, I don't teach English as a career. It's not my full-time job. It's a part-time job for me here in Beijing. I do part-time English tutoring, mostly for adults, to help them to improve their language skills, their speaking, their listening skills, sometimes their reading skills, seldom their writing skills. But anyway, it's basically just to help people to improve their English skills. That's my part time job. Also, on the weekends, I host English Corners if you check my moments. Yes, and I do love coffee for those who have not who don't know a lot about me. So, yes, I do post many articles on my moments every day, almost every day. If you noticed, if you are a regular follower of mine, follower of mine, you'll notice that I maybe didn't post a lot before. Thank you so much, Stella, for your gifts. I appreciate that. You're so kind as well. Thank you so much. Good evening. Welcome to our live stream tonight, Stella. Yes, I do post articles on my moments almost every day, daily, to help people to improve their English skills. I've been absent for a few weeks here because I was on an extended business trip. My business trip took me to, I live in Beijing, so my business trip took me to Shenzhen, which is in the south part of China for those who aren't familiar with China geographically. I went to Shenzhen for a couple of days. I had a meeting. We had a, not me, just me. Well, we had a meeting in Shenzhen at a big company there, Tencent, and then from Shenzhen, I went to Hong Kong. I spent a week in Hong Kong, and then I went back to Shenzhen for a couple of days, I guess, and then flew to Shanghai and spent a few days. I was supposed to spend, like 5 days in Shanghai, but our trip was cut short in Shanghai mainly because some of our colleagues were not feeling well. Our Shanghai colleagues, not my work colleagues, but some of our Shanghai colleagues were not or were sick. So we cut that trip short and then flew to Xi'an, and and I spent around 10 days in Xi'an, facilitating some meetings and workshops, and then came back to Beijing. Okay, tonight our topic, tell me a funny story. Let's continue on with this live stream. If you're raising your hand, please be patient and I will try to bring as many people up on stage as possible tonight. Let's continue on with this live stream. Welcome to the stage. Well, thank you so much for your gifts as well, everybody. Hi, Tom.
Hello, Todd.
How are you doing tonight, sir?
Uh, I'm doing very well, very excited. Okay, this is
Okay, you're
my
doing
daughter.
very excited. Oh,
She's
wow. Hi, she's very happy.
yeah, I I asking she stay away here because we are going to have yeah
Okay, but she's in a very good mood tonight.
yeah
That's good. That's good that
uh
she's in a happy mood. Yeah,
uh
she's on summer holiday. She doesn't have to go to school.
yeah because she just had a great time with my neighborhood kids. They play
Oh,
about yeah
okay. She was outside playing with the neighbors and just came back in now.
yeah they play about half an hour just now.
Okay, good. That's good. Sounds like she had a lot of fun and she doesn't have to go to school tomorrow, so she's very happy tonight.
Yeah, every day she like play with her friends.
Oh, every day she likes to go outside and play with her friends.
Yeah, because she has a lot of homework, summer homework to do every day.
Yeah, she has lots of summer homework. So when does she do her summer homework? Does she do the homework in the morning, or does she do the homework in the afternoon?
Uh, she both morning
Both
and
times?
afternoon. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
morning and afternoon.
Sometimes she asked to play at the morning and only doing her homework in afternoon.
Okay, that's good. And maybe it's because it's a little bit cooler outside in the morning,
Yeah.
right?
Only before 9 a.m.
Yeah, it's a little bit cooler in the morning. So in the afternoon, maybe it's a little hot.
Yeah, very hot. But recently, I mean, maybe a week, a week. But it's very hot. 1 week ago, but this week is
Okay.
okay.
Now it's cooled off a little bit, right?
Yeah, it's better than a week, 1 week
A week ago.
before.
Okay. Okay. So which city do you live in, Tom?
I live in Suzhou.
Oh, Suzhou. Okay. Yeah. Suzhou, I know, has been a little bit hot and humid this summer. Maybe did Suzhou get a lot of rain?
Yeah, maybe 1 month ago. Yeah, it's raining. Maybe 15 days every day.
Okay.
Every day raining.
Every day for about 15 days it rained, right?
15.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Very rainy. But now it's not raining.
Sorry about. Go outside.
That's okay. No problem.
Okay, I lock the door. I think she can't come in again.
Oh, you locked the door so she can't come in. Okay. That's okay.
Yeah, maybe I will punish her later.
Maybe maybe she can go do some homework. How
Mm,
how old is your daughter?
she's 8 years
8.
old.
Okay.
8 years old.
So she'll be going into grade 3.
Yeah. On September 1st.
September 1st she'll start grade 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So does she like school?
Mm, she don't like, but she like her classmate. She like play
Okay.
with
She
her classmate.
she likes her classmates. Does she like English?
She she no. But
Okay.
but every day she has English homework, Chinese
Okay.
homework, math. A lot of
And math.
homework every
Yeah,
day.
Chinese, math, and English is her summer homework. And does she like to read books?
Yeah, she do like read book. I often
Okay,
bring her to the library.
good,
Library.
good. That's a good habit. That's a good habit to get kids into is to reading.
Yeah. After she began the second year in primary school, she can read by herself. So yeah.
Wow, very good.
Yeah. Before
So,
she can't. Yeah.
oh, okay. So, what's her favorite class in school? Does she have like a favorite class that she likes, like Chinese or math?
I think English is her favorite one because it's
Okay,
very easy.
okay.
Chinese
English
is
is easier for her.
yeah, because English is in China the English English is how to say
The
the
textbooks are very
teacher,
easy.
yeah, very easy, but the Chinese is very hard because there are a lot
Okay.
of new word every day to learn for
Right.
them.
And they have to learn poems too.
Yeah, Chinese or Asian poem,
Poems.
poem,
Poems. Yeah, poems.
poem,
Yep.
poem. Yeah, they have to recite the poem,
Yeah, they have to memorize the poems.
poems.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for English, they just learn very simple words, just like apple, banana,
Yeah.
very every day. The entire one semester just learn apple, banana. It's
Yeah.
very easy for them.
Yeah, their English classes in primary school are not difficult, very easy.
Yeah, it's because we're the Chan. Maybe the government, mm,
Yeah.
you
They
know,
just want to keep it
they
simple.
don't want. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They want to keep it simple. So you know, our topic tonight is where people are telling us their funny stories tonight. Do you have a
Yeah, I
do you
do.
have a funny story that you want to share with everybody or to share with us tonight
Yeah,
that happened to you?
yes. I prepare. I read your live stream. How to say
Oh, my moments.
the notification. Yeah, I I know. And everybody should prepare a funny story tonight. Be
Yeah,
prepared before. Yeah.
yeah. So
So
if people had a funny story, they can prepare for their funny story.
yeah, I actually I thought I spent about 5 minutes and I find one of the story I probably could tell tonight.
Okay, great. Okay, great. So go whenever you're ready, Tom. You can tell us your story that will make that's funny.
Yeah. I mean, I had already prepared that already. I mean, in this
Okay,
lunchtime, today's lunchtime, I spent,
you
yeah,
prepared it. You prepared it today.
yeah, I spent 5 minutes to got the proper story.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Is it a long story or a short story?
Very short,
Okay.
and it happened to on myself. It's my own story.
Okay, so it's something that happened to you.
Yeah, something had happened when I was young, when I was very little.
Okay, so when you were a child.
When I was child, just like my daughter's
Okay.
age.
Okay, it's around the same age as your daughter.
Yeah, maybe around 7 or 8 years old.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's also yeah, it's also related involved father and the children.
Okay, so it has to do with your parents.
Yeah, yeah. When I was little, my family live in the countryside.
Uh-huh.
Our house is a thatch. You know thatch?
Okay, yeah, thatch. So it wasn't it was made of like sticks and stuff.
Yeah, the roof is made by
Straw, right,
straws.
straw. Right.
Yeah. So the thatch has 3 rooms. In the center is the living room, and in the left side is the bedroom, and the right
Bedroom,
side is the yeah, and
kitchen.
the right side is kitchen. So
Uh-huh.
usually we stay in the living room because the living room is much is bigger than the another two. So
Mm-hmm.
my story is there is one day I was playing in the living room. I have several. I don't know where I find some metal nail. You know metal nail.
Okay, yeah, I know. A nail. Yeah, a nail is something we pound into something, right?
Yeah,
A nail.
the nail has the one side is very sharp, and another side is
Yes.
very flattened.
It's flat. Yeah. So one end is flat and one end is very sharp.
Yeah, I think I had maybe seven, maybe around seven nails. I was playing the nails, and
Okay.
I was trying to stick the nail on inside on the floor. You know,
Oh, okay. You were trying to
uh,
put it in the floor.
yeah. At the beginning, I put I had a hammer
Oh, you had a hammer
to lock.
too. Not only nails, but you had a hammer.
Yeah, I used the hammer to punch the
We say
nails on the
pound.
floor.
We say pound.
Pound.
Pound the nail. Yeah, we have a hammer. We pound or hit the nail to pound it into the wood or the floor.
Yeah, I use the hammer to pound the nail into the floor. The floor is
Right.
metal soil. It's
Wood.
very
Oh, it's made of dirt.
very
Dirt. It's
metal
a it's
clay.
a oh clay metal. Oh,
Clay
maybe
with
clay.
clay or mud, mud,
Okay.
mud. It's
Okay. Okay.
it's very soft, so it's easy to punch in the nails.
Right. It's very. The nail will go into the clay or the floor very easily. Right.
Yeah. At the beginning, I use the hammer to pound maybe just one or two nails into the floor, and my
Uh
father
huh.
found it. She asked me, "Hey Tom, don't do that. Don't pound the nail on the floor."
Uh huh. He was he
Yeah, but
angry? Was he angry or just say, "Hey, don't do that"?
he he's not angry because
Okay.
at the beginning it's not very serious.
Okay. Okay.
uh,
Okay.
so I didn't listen to him. I just continue playing with the hammers and the nails. So
Uh huh.
after a few minutes, I I pound a lot of nails on the living room.
Okay.
Maybe
Into the living room floor.
yeah. I put maybe 7 nails in a line. In a
Okay.
line.
Uh huh. Okay.
So at that time, my father was busy doing something. Maybe she's cooking. I don't know. So she had to walk through kitchen to the living room. To
Uh
the
huh.
from
To
from
the
the bedroom to
kitchen.
the yeah. So he had to walk through the living room.
Uh huh.
So I think that was a summer. She was barefoot,
Oh,
barefoot.
walking barefoot. Yeah,
Yeah,
walking barefoot inside the house
yeah.
because
So
it's warm.
yeah, it's summer. It's hot.
It's
Uh,
hot.
and yeah. So I play 7 nails in a line. So she maybe just 1 inch above the floor. So
Oh, okay. So they
uh,
weren't all the way down. They were up a little bit above the floor.
yeah, maybe just 1 inch above the floor.
1 inch. Okay.
So
Okay.
they are in line. Um, all of a sudden my father passed through. How say she walk. He walk. How say she walk from the uh bedroom to the to the kitchen. Uh,
Uh huh.
she's she's his toes, how to say, kick on the one of the the nails.
Ouch. That doesn't sound very funny. Maybe it's funny to you, but it doesn't sound funny to him.
Yeah, because even though at the beginning he was not very angry, but now he was very angry because
Yeah,
I think it's hurt. It's hurt, I
because that
think.
would be very painful.
Yeah, so at that moment I realized this was very serious. So
Uh
I
huh.
stopped to playing the games. Yeah,
So when he did that, after your father stubbed his toe on the nails, then you decided, oh, I better stop pounding nails into the floor.
yeah, but my father didn't punish me.
Okay.
Uh, she just said, Tom, I told you don't play the nail, but you still do it.
Okay.
You make me so painful. So
Yeah,
uh,
you caused him a lot of pain in his toes.
yeah, yeah, it's yeah, it's
Yeah,
a very
that would be very painful because he's not expecting it. He's walking, and then all of a sudden, that really is very painful.
yeah. I was expecting this would happen.
Uh huh. But I
Maybe
think
this is
the floor is very is made of clay, so you can probably just use your fingers to pick the nails back out, right?
yeah, yeah. The floor is made by clay, so
Clay, so it's
it's
easy to pull the nails back out.
yeah. I just use a hammer to pound how to say to pound the nail
To
with another direction, maybe
Right. Yeah.
maybe
So
like
you can
this.
just use the hammer to remove the nails.
Yeah, and then after that, the floor will be a hole, a lot of
There would be
holes.
some holes in the floor, right?
Yeah. Um,
And so is that the
and
last
al-
time you did that then?
I think so. I because yeah, must be the last time I play with the. Maybe my father will hide every nails after that. You know.
Yeah, he'll hide the hammer and the nails from you, so that way. But I think it's common for little kids to like to play with, those types of tools and stuff. It's very common.
Yeah. So because kids are very naughty,
Yeah,
we don't know a lot of things we don't know.
yeah.
We don't know
So
the danger.
sure, we don't know the danger, and those are like toys to play with.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
story. Even
So
it's a very
so
long time ago. Yeah,
sure, that's still very memorable. That even though it was a long time ago, it's very memorable.
yeah, because it's very impressive for me.
So,
Yeah,
so has your daughter ever done anything like that to done something that made you angry, or not maybe too
yeah,
angry, but a little upset, and she thought it was funny,
yeah,
but you didn't think it was funny?
yeah. I think this happened a lot of times. A lot of times, this very similar situation happened.
Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
So, so
I
sometimes your daughter can be do things that make you a little bit angry.
angry. Yeah, I also feel very
Uh
painful.
huh.
But yeah. For
But that's
example,
kids. Kids
um,
will do that.
yeah. For example, one of the things I was very angry is she used pen draw on the wall. You know,
Oh
Y-
no. She used the wall to paint a picture.
not just paint the picture, maybe write some characters. You know,
Oh, some characters. So she used the wall to paint some Chinese characters.
yeah, it's not easy to clean afterwards.
Yeah, definitely it's not. Yeah, so which room was she in? Her bedroom or the kitchen or the living room, or where was she? Where was she?
I think the living room. She most time she play in the living room
Okay.
when especially before go to the primary school. But
Okay.
yeah, now how to say recently, she didn't do that.
Recently she didn't do that.
Yeah, because
That's good.
we because I
She
told her I will punish her after if she continue doing that.
Yeah, so she just needs to understand that the wall is not a place that we paint. We have paper to do that,
Yeah,
right?
for but yeah, when kids are very little, they
Sure.
don't know that.
Sure, when they're that age, they don't understand that. But when now she's 8 years old, so she understands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think yeah, I think uh, how say as time goes by, she will understand more.
Sure.
I hope uh things will go more easier than before.
Sure. As she ages, she gets more mature and she understands the rules and the difference between what's right and what's wrong as they get older. When they're young, they don't know what's right and what's wrong. So they learn their lessons,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
I hope, yeah. I hope everything
That's
goes well.
good. Sure. Yeah, that's good. So, Tom, what do you like to do in your free time?
Uh, in my free time, I like traveling. I
Okay,
like
you
to
like
see.
traveling?
Yeah, sometimes I like to to go cities. Well, I never go there before.
Okay, okay.
For example,
You like to visit some like cities in China, or do you like to go abroad to other countries?
I think I want to go everywhere in the world, and not only just
Oh, okay,
China.
okay, great.
But
Have you had
yeah, but
some previous have you traveled to some places before?
yeah, actually, this is the second time I on your stage. Last time, yeah, uh, last time I maybe 2 weeks, maybe two to 3 weeks ago, I had an opportunity to talk with you.
Okay,
Actually, I have been to a country like Singapore before.
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yes.
great. Singapore is nice, right?
Yeah, it's a city. Even though it's a country, but just a city, a very small country.
Yeah, a very
Mm,
small country. Yeah, but very comfortable for Chinese people to visit because you can speak Chinese there.
yeah, because the majority people are originally from China, so they speak
Right,
Chinese. So for especially for Chinese people, we travel there, we feel just like we are still in China. We are not
right.
abroad, you know.
So it's very comfortable.
Yeah, it's comfortable because we don't have to speak English,
Right.
and a lot of restaurant they have Chinese food, so it's just like
Yeah.
in China. But
Yeah. It's just like you never left China.
yeah, the difference is Singapore is a multicultural country. So you in Singapore you also can see people from India, people from
Uh huh.
Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I when I was in there, I tried some Malaysian food.
Okay.
It's taste not bad,
Okay. That's good.
and I also tried some
Indian
Indian food.
food?
Uh, yeah,
So,
it's especially the food called mutton. The mutton is
mutton.
the meat for mutton is the meat for goat or
No,
how say? Uh,
mutton comes from sheep.
yeah, sheep.
Sheep.
Yeah, the meat
Yeah,
of sheep.
the meat of
Mutton.
a from a sheep.
Yeah, I tried the one of the food called mutton before. There
Okay.
it tastes not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, they like to eat mutton there.
Yeah, the Indian shop owner they had a restaurant there, so I tried
Okay.
that before.
Okay, good. Do you like to eat spicy food, Tom?
Spicy. I can try a little bit, but
Okay.
the yeah, not very spicy
Okay.
because my stomach
Can
cannot handle
Okay, your stomach can't
that.
handle really spicy food.
Yeah,
Good. Okay. So, have you had a chance to travel to some different cities in China?
yeah, different city. In this, how say? I'm sorry. Yeah, this summer I bring my daughter to a city called in Zhejiang province.
Okay.
We went there to see the beach, the
Uh
sea
huh.
and the beach.
Okay. Did she like it?
Yeah, she was quite enjoyed the trip.
Okay. She liked to be on the beach and play in the sand and maybe walk in the water.
Yeah, and because the weather is very hot.
Uh,
Uh, so if we in the water in the sea, it's very
uh huh.
comfortable.
Yeah. It helps cool you off a little bit.
And also she pick up a lot of how say the shell
Seashells.
seashells.
Yeah.
She she pick up a lot of seashells and on the
Okay.
beach.
And did she bring them home?
Yeah, she did. She
Okay.
did bring them
Good.
home.
Yeah, that's nice. So she collected seashells and she can bring them home and then she can look at them because they're all maybe different colors, different shapes.
Yeah, different colors, different shapes. Yeah, she also bought one on a shop, very big one.
Oh, a big one.
Yes.
Okay. That's good.
And most of the shells she pick up on the beach are very small. Maybe
Very
she was
small
not very
ones.
satisfied. So, but
Yeah. So
you know, when we travel, we have to buy some souvenir, right? You know,
sure.
souvenir.
Sure. Yeah, you have to.
So I think the
A big seashell is a good souvenir.
yeah, yeah, and she was very happy with the souvenir. When I
Great.
pay, she was when I paid the souvenir. I can feel she was very happy.
Okay. She had a big smile on her face.
Yeah, she was she was very like the
Okay.
shell
She has.
she bought because she it was very big by compared to the rest of the
Yeah,
shell.
much bigger than the other shell. So this was a very special one, and it will help her. It will help remind her of her special trip, her summer holiday trip.
Yeah. Because most of her classmates, you know, we have social media. Most of her classmates when they go to the sea to see the beach.
Okay.
So we have yeah. So we I decide to take her there also.
Okay. Was it a long trip? How long does it take you to go from your home where you live to the sea?
It's not very long. We get up in the morning at the 5 a.m.
Uh huh.
and it spent uh 3 hours by driving.
Oh, you drove your car
Just three
there.
hours. Yeah, I was drove there.
Ah,
Spent
okay, good.
3 hours.
Okay, that's
Not very
that's
far.
very convenient. Yeah, not too bad at all. Only 3 hours. That's not long. Yeah, you wake your daughter up at 5. She can sleep in the car when you on the way there.
Yeah. It's a little bit earlier because usually we get up at 8 a.m.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we want to avoid the traffic jam, so
Sure.
we
Yeah.
get up.
You
We
want to
set off
avoid
earlier.
the traffic jams in the morning so you can get out of the city early and then that way you can get to the beach early and spend more time there.
Yes. Actually, I really enjoy driving in the morning, especially 5 o'clock a.m. because there's no car. There's no car on the road.
Ah, okay. It's very quiet and peaceful and you don't have to worry about traffic.
Yeah, because if there are a lot of traffic there, it will go very
Sure.
horrible
Yeah,
driving. You know,
it's very frustrating, very annoying to have lots of traffic because it slows you down.
not only slow down because the entire driving experience will be very exhausting.
Yes, yeah, because you have to worry about all the other drivers around you.
Yeah, and also someone driving very how to say,
Safe.
um, yeah, very aggressive way.
Right. Yeah.
So
There
it's
are
not
some
very.
aggressive drivers that maybe aren't very safe.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
overspeed the speeding
they go
and
over the speed limit.
yeah. That's what I usually if I prepare to go somewhere, I usually get up
Oh,
earlier so to avoid
okay,
all of
that's very
this.
smart. That's a good it's
But I have to sacrifice my time because I have to go to bed earlier. You know,
Yeah, you have to go to bed
in
earlier to wake up earlier. You can't sleep late. You have to get up earlier.
yeah. So, but I think it's worth to sacrifice my you know the time.
Sure. Yeah, definitely worth
Yeah.
it. That's good. It's because it's difficult to drive in very traffic jam. Not real fun.
Yeah.
Great. So do you have any questions tonight,
Yes.
Tom, that you want to ask me?
Yeah, I do have a couple of
Okay.
questions. Uh, the first one is, have you ever used a mechanical watch before?
A mechanical watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Is a mechanical watch, is that one that you have to wind yourself?
Yeah, you have to wind it regularly
Yeah, yeah.
to keep.
I used to have one of those watches many years ago. I still have it because my dad gave that watch to me, and I don't wear it now, but I still have it. But my dad gave me that watch many years ago. I don't use it anymore, but I still have it in America at my home.
Yeah. So, um, w- uh, w- you said we have to, because a mechanical watch don't have batteries, so we have to
Right. You have
wind
to
it.
you have to wind it. You have to wind it maybe almost every day.
Yeah. So the word wind, the past tense of the word wind is called wound, right? Wound.
Wound, right? Yeah, yes. So if someone said, "Did you wind your watch today?" You can say, "Yeah, I wound my watch this morning."
Yeah, I won my watch yesterday.
Yeah, or yesterday.
Yeah,
Wound.
I
WOUND. Wound.
wound. And so, yeah, but for the future tense, I will wind my watch tomorrow.
Right. I will wind my watch tomorrow.
Also, the word wound has another pronunciation,
Wound.
wound.
Yeah,
Yeah,
wound. Yeah.
wound.
So wound has to do with the motion of you can wind a clock or a watch. It's an action. You wound something.
Yeah,
But if you another pronunciation is wound. WOUND. A wound is like an injury.
yeah. So I can say, when I prepare the potato, I have to cut the potato. If I not very carefully, I probably could wound my skin on my finger, right?
Yeah, you could say I could wound myself.
Yeah, I could wound myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah, definitely. You can use that, but usually in the kitchen, we wound is usually something. Maybe we use something that's more very serious, like if you're in a car accident or something. If you're in the kitchen, maybe you would just maybe cut yourself.
so I have a cut on my finger.
Right. You maybe
Yeah.
I cut my finger while cutting potatoes. I cut my finger. So, you can say, "Oh, can I see that cut?" Or it's a very small wound.
Okay. So it's just a very small
Right,
cut.
yeah. So normally if you're
The
in the kitchen, we would say, "I cut myself." A wound is maybe something bigger that would happen, say, if you are in a serious accident or something.
so wound maybe involved death, maybe death.
It possibly could, yeah. Yeah, not always, but sometimes people experience a very serious wound if they're in a car accident or if they, very seriously injure themselves. We can say it's a serious wound.
Uh, yeah, understand.
But 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 but
So
if
I
you
have
use
an
but if you
mm,
use wound in the kitchen, it's not wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just not as common.
okay.
Okay?
I would prefer use the cut.
Yeah, yeah. Unless you cut your finger,
Okay.
unless you cut your finger off. If you cut
No,
your finger
just cut
off, it's
the.
like, oh, this is a very serious wound because now I only have four fingers.
You when you cut, you only cut the
Right? Yeah.
skin
You
of
just
the
cut
finger.
the skin. Yeah. But if you cut your finger off, then that's a serious wound.
Okay, I got it.
So be careful.
Uh,
Be careful when you're in the kitchens, cutting so you don't cut your finger off.
yeah, but it does sometimes do happen. But yeah, I will try. Everybody should be
Yeah, yeah.
cautious.
You have to be very cautious in the kitchen when you're using sharp knives.
Yeah. So, Todd, another question is, you live in Beijing. Do you know any? Is there any Ferris wheels in
Yeah,
Beijing?
yeah. There is at the amusement parks. Yeah, like yeah.
Ferris.
There's a Ferris wheel at the amusement park. Like there's a Ferris wheel at amusement park here in the south part of Beijing called Happy Valley. There's an amusement park. Yeah, and there's a Ferris wheel.
Have you ever ridden any
Yeah,
of
have I
them?
ever ridden a Ferris wheel? Yeah, I've ridden a Ferris wheel many, many times. Not only in Beijing, but I've ridden a Ferris wheel in other, in my hometown. We have a carnival once a year, and in that carnival once a year, there will be a Ferris wheel.
Okay, Ferris. So Ferris wheel also can be said observation wheel, right?
Yes, it can be also an observation wheel. So sometimes you can see those like Tianjin. The city of Tianjin has a big Ferris wheel.
Yeah, called maybe Tianjin Eyes,
Yes,
maybe.
Tianjin Eye, right? Yep. Yeah, and I've ridden
Yeah,
that one.
very.
I've ridden that one too, but that was wow, maybe 7 or 8 years ago.
Uh, uh, how's it? You know the reason why American called it Ferris wheel?
I don't know the history behind it.
I read some article talking about the Ferris wheel because the first Ferris wheel was invented by an engineer called Ferris George.
Oh, his name was Ferris.
Yeah, Ferris. So
Okay,
that's why we call it Ferris.
that makes sense. That makes sense. His name was Ferris George.
Yeah, very long name, but the main name is
Okay,
Ferris.
so they named the Ferris wheel after the guy who invented it.
Yeah, maybe more than 100 years ago, long time ago.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, very interesting. I didn't know that. But Ferris wheels are very common. You see them many all over the world.
Yeah.
Or sometimes like you said they're called observation wheels because when you get up to the top, you can see, many many kilometers around you.
Yeah, it's built for tourists to ride
Right.
to see the view.
Right. Yep, it is. It's built for tourists to see the views of the city or the countryside wherever they are.
Yeah, so that's why
Good.
it's called
Ferris. That's why
observation
it's called
wheel.
observation wheel.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
Uh,
questions.
uh, so maybe can I have two more questions? Very
Sure.
quick
Go ahead.
questions.
Yeah, go ahead. Quick questions. No problem.
Okay. How long does it take for you to get to work?
How long does it take me? My commute is about 1 hour in the morning by subway.
1
By
hour
subway.
by subway.
Yeah,
Okay,
because I don't drive.
I
I
see.
don't drive.
Okay, I see. So okay, so the way you go get to work is by subway.
Yeah, I take a subway from my home, and then after I get off the subway, I ride a bicycle. I take a share bike from the subway station to my company. It takes me maybe 10 minutes by bicycle.
Wow. One hour in Beijing is not very long.
Now,
But
1 hour,
it's
yeah,
okay, right?
yeah, 1 hour is very, very common for me. No matter where I go in Beijing, 1 hour is very common.
Yeah. Because Beijing
Yeah,
is very big.
yeah, it's very big, but the city infrastructure here, the subway system's very, very convenient. So I can go almost anywhere in Beijing by taking the subway.
Yeah, the subway system is very how to say very
Very
advanced.
advanced,
Maybe
yeah.
a lot of
Yep,
time.
it's very advanced and it makes it very convenient to go almost anywhere in the city By subway, you have access to everything by subway.
Yeah. Also, don't need to worry about be late.
You don't have to worry about traffic on the road. The only thing you have to worry about in the morning, sometimes, rush hour, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah. It's maybe it's hard to get on the
Yeah,
train,
sometimes I have to wait 2 or 3 trains to get on because they're very crowded. The,
and also
yeah,
it's very hard to get off too, right?
yeah, and sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to get off. Yes,
Yeah, yeah. But
so that's
so
very
yeah, I
good.
think you,
It's very. But I'm used to it because I've been doing it. I've been doing it for many many years, so I'm used to it. So it doesn't bother me. It's kind of part of my routine.
so you know how to handle it. You know how to manage it.
Sure. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. It's just part of my life, And if there's something we can't control, like I can't control traffic, I can't control the crowded subways, then it doesn't upset me.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, good questions.
And it's good.
Good, great. Well, thanks,
Okay.
thanks for coming on stage tonight. It's awesome to chat with you, and thanks for sharing your funny stories with us as well. And and
You're
you
welcome.
and you had some
I appreciate
very good
that.
questions too.
You're welcome. I appreciate to have a chance to practice here.
Sure. So,
I hope I will
does your
back.
daughter have an English name?
Yeah, she's English name is Daisy.
Daisy. Okay. Well, now you can unlock the door and go spend some time with Daisy.
Yeah, I will do that.
Okay. Yeah. Go spend some time with Daisy because it's probably getting close to her bedtime.
Maybe, yeah, I think, yeah,
Okay.
very close to
Okay.
bedtime.
Well, have a nice night, Tom.
Okay,
Thanks again for
thank
coming
you.
on stage tonight. All
Okay,
right. All
thank
right.
you.
Bye bye.
See you next time. Bye bye.
Okay. Thanks, Tom, for coming up on stage tonight and sharing with us his funny story about when he was a child, about 8 years old, and shared his story about pounding nails into the floor of his home, and then his dad stubbed his toe. Wow, that would be painful. Oh, I've done that before. I've stubbed my toe walking through the house on a coffee table or something, and it's so painful. My coffee is just about gone. Luck in Coffee. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. It is Tuesday night. I'm trying to think what day is today. It's Tuesday. How can I forget the day today? But anyway, I had a good day today. It was a productive day for me. Our topic tonight is tell us about your funny story, and we've heard some pretty animated stories tonight from people. Some funny stories. So it is very interesting to hear. That's our topic. Tomorrow night, our topic will be Q&A, question and answer game. So if you come up on stage tomorrow night, I have 20 questions, and they're all numbered 1 through 20. So when you come up on stage tomorrow night, you pick a number between 1 and 20, and then I will ask you a question that corresponds with that number. Those questions are all easy questions. First of all, they're not personal questions, so you don't have to worry about being embarrassed or anything. They're not nothing that would cause you any embarrassment or anything like that. But that's our topic for tomorrow night. Anyway, that'll start around 7 p.m. Tomorrow night 7 p.m. Our live stream will start tomorrow night at 7 p.m. So that is for tomorrow night. Tonight we started, of course, at 7 p.m. and we've heard some great stories. So and Thursday night, Thursday night I won't be hosting a live stream because I have some late late meetings or late classes on Thursday. Late classes actually late Thursday night. Thursday night I have a class that will run late, so I'll get home late. But I will be back Friday night again after with a live stream. So Thursday night, no live stream. Of course, Friday night we'll be back. What the topic will be Friday night, I don't know. But anyway, tomorrow night we will play a game. Like I said, it is 20 questions. So let's continue on with the live stream. If you're raising your hand, be patient, and I'll begin to bring you more people up on stage. We got a lot of time left tonight, so let's continue on with our live stream. Good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning.
Hi, hello. Good afternoon.
Hi, how? Good afternoon to you. How is your day today?
I'm great. How are you?
I am fantastic.
Nice, Alhamdulillah. I will see. No, I see in your moments you write our topic for tonight live stream. Tell me a funny story.
Yeah, that's our topic tonight. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I like funny stories can maybe put a smile on our face and make us laugh, and that can help lift our mood and put us in a happy mood, right?
right. Can you listen? Can you listen me?
Can I hear you?
Uh, can you hear me when
Yes,
I
I can
go
hear.
go out the application? I want to read.
Oh, you want to? Oh, you're going to leave the kitchen?
No, no. I will say. Now you can hear me.
Sure, I can hear you just super fine, no problems whatsoever.
Okay. I
Loud,
will talk
loud and
about. Yeah.
clear.
Okay, I will talk about a funny, my funny story. Last
Okay.
weekend,
Last weekend.
last weekend, yes, I went to my mom's room,
Okay.
secretly and
Secretly.
secretly,
Okay.
and
So she didn't know you were there.
yes,
Oh.
she does not know,
Okay.
and took the special master for thinking hair. Okay,
Uh huh.
and put it in my hair. After 1 hour, I feel heat on my head and told to my mom. She said, "What did this maxter do to your hair?" Okay,
Uh huh.
it's
What?
not
So what
for
was it? What was it that you put in your hair?
like a mask, like a mask.
like a mask. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's she said it's not for hair, it's for food. You
Oh.
know, it's contained 17 of the salt, 17
Okay. So
salt.
it's a mask that you put on your feet to help make your feet feel more comfortable.
Yeah, the salt.
Uh
And I
huh.
quickly went to wash it, but unfortunately I wanted my hair to become a shiny, but it has become unhealthy
So
because the
did it?
salt.
So what did the salt do to your hair? Did it make it fall
For
out?
no, she like a mask with you know about henna, about like gris
Uh huh.
gris uh I will say,
So did it change the color of your hair?
no, henna
Okay.
herbs
Okay. Herbs. Okay.
like, yes, like herb like
Okay.
this.
So it's like
And
some herbs
it's mixed with salt, but it's not for hair.
Okay.
It's for the food.
For your
And
feet.
I think because I go secretly, I don't told my mom.
So
This is
okay.
my fault. You know?
So you didn't know you didn't know that it was for your feet.
No, I don't know. I do it in I put it in my hair 1 hours, and I feel heat in my hair, like
Ah.
yeah. And I think
So
this is
was
my
it
fault. I
painful?
don't tell my mom. Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
painful.
Very painful. Wow.
When I feel the painful, I talk with my mom. Mom, I'm take it this in with in your room, in her room.
Uh-huh. And so she said, "You know what? That is not for your hair. That is for your feet."
Yeah, with the salt, a lot of salt. When I wash my hair, I test the salt,
Uh-huh.
for the
Sure.
tooth. It's not, but يعني, it's
But you're
okay.
lucky. You're very lucky it didn't do something. It didn't make you have hair like me.
But no, you are lucky because this is difficult to me. I do my hair every day.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Do you have we can't see your picture, but that's okay. You don't have to turn your camera on. Do you have long hair or short hair?
Long,
You have
not
long
short.
hair. Okay, you
Yes.
have long hair. Okay.
When
Good.
the summer is coming, I cut it. When the
Oh,
winter is coming, I want to
you want to grow
tall
it
cut.
longer, right? To keep you warm.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the summer you cut your hair short because it's cooler, and in the winter you grow your hair long to keep you warmer.
No, because when I cut my hair, I can, uh, uh, because the weather. When
Oh,
my hair is tall, it's difficult with
okay.
weather.
When your hair is longer, it's difficult.
No, it's not difficult with the winter. It's difficult with summer. You
Okay,
know?
so in the summer it's difficult to have long hair.
Yeah, sure.
Uh-huh, because of the heat.
Yeah.
Does it get very hot in your country or your city where you live or your town? Is it very
Yeah,
hot in the
in Riyadh, in
summertime?
Saudi Arabia, yes, it's very, very
Oh, Saudi Arabia, of course. It's
hot.
probably way above 40.
Yeah, today it's 46.
Oh, wow. So, so do you go outside during the day or do you stay in the air conditioning?
No, today no, but yesterday yes.
Okay.
I went to go college.
Oh, okay. So you're a student.
Yes, and take three juice with ice. I want to take it when I walk to
Uh-huh.
go the college. I
Okay.
I do juice, juice, juice. This is
Okay. You
good
drink
with the weather.
Okay, you drink some cold juice.
Yeah, cold
Okay.
juice when I
What
go
kind
when
of juice?
I
Like orange
back
juice or apple juice or what kind of
in
juice?
Starbucks in orange with mango
Okay, sounds
with
delicious.
mango. Yeah, it's
Okay, so
delicious.
you're a university student. What do you study? Are you going to be a doctor?
I'm study psychology,
Oh,
master in
you're going to be a
psychology.
psychologist.
Yeah, master in psychologist, and this is
Wow.
the last year. Alhamdulillah.
Wow, congratulations. You're almost
Thank
there.
you. Yes, thank you so
That's
much.
awesome. Yeah, so why did you choose this field to go into psychology? Are you very interested in people's mind or their psyche?
Everything, mind and personality and body language.
Wow. So you can read people's minds, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. So after you graduate college, then what will you do?
I think my college sent me to, I think, maybe Los Angeles or I don't know where, but my college sent me to study the doctora, like a
Okay,
doctor,
so
doctora,
okay, so
after the
next
master.
after you get your master's degree, then your university will send you abroad to get your doctorate, your PhD.
Yeah,
Okay.
DPhD.
Okay, in Los Angeles.
I don't know, maybe Los Angeles or another college in. I didn't visit the
Okay.
USA,
Okay, yeah.
and
Well,
I don't
Los
know
Angeles is very
what my.
beautiful.
Yeah, I'm sure. My cousin is in Washington D.C.
Oh, okay. In the East Coast. It's also very beautiful.
Yeah, I see. He is take a lot of photo in Snapchat.
Okay, yeah. Especially Washington D.C. has very beautiful apple blossoms. They have or cherry blossoms, cherry
Yeah,
blossoms.
yeah. And I want to ask a question. This is Washington D.C. is a capital city.
Yeah, it's the capital city of the United States.
Yeah, because that is, maybe it's so expensive. Yeah.
It's very expensive. Yeah. You know why? Because most of the politicians and all the jobs there are federal or government jobs. So they're high paying jobs. And so the cost of living is
Yeah, yeah.
much
Like
higher
me.
there.
Yeah. Like me in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Riyadh is
Riyadh is the capital
expensive.
city, right?
Yeah, it's capital city and
Yeah.
it's too expensive, but not too much, yani.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Riyadh is is how big is Riyadh? Approximately how many people you can guess? Would you guess? Like
Maybe three,
5 million?
3 or 5 millions. Yes.
3 to 5 million. Okay. Do you like it?
I love Riyadh in
You,
winter. It's
okay.
it's so beautiful.
Okay. But in the summer, it's a little
In
bit,
summer,
a little
okay,
bit.
I love
It's
it
like it's like an oven.
in summer I love in tonight only.
Oh, you love the nights in the summer, but
Night,
in the
yes.
daytime, it's scorching hot.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Wow. Very good. That sounds like a nice city.
Yeah, but you can in my city there is a lot of malls and there is a lot of activity. You can when you come summer or you come in winter, it's good. But
Okay.
me, I don't like hot, like
You don't like the heat,
heat. I don't
right?
like the
You
heat.
don't like the heat, so you could prefer the winter season because it's cooler.
Yeah, sure. And
Okay.
you can see, you can see in YouTube, if you want to visit in winter, you can
Uh,
see right the Riyadh season. It's wonderful.
okay. That sounds like it. It sounds very interesting. So
Yeah.
what you're a student, but what do you like to do in your free time when you're not, spending so much time studying for your classes?
I do my homework, and when I really am free, I write the English in my book. Write your moment.
Okay, you
Actually,
follow my
I
moments.
every day when I have time,
Uh-huh.
I writing your moment in my book and answer with answer.
Okay.
And if not, it's
Do you like singing?
singing. You mean la la la, you mean like
Yeah, you
this?
have a good sounds like you have a very good voice.
No, 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 no.
Huh? La 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 la. That was good.
No, I'm not my voice is not good with singing.
Okay.
I'm not singer.
Okay. So what do you like to do then? Do you have some hobbies? Do you like any sports to play
Yeah,
or do
sure,
you
sure.
Okay.
I do sport. This is
Oh,
not with my free time. I must to do sport
okay.
and pray and read the Quran. And if I have really time, maybe I watch the movie because
You
I
like
don't
this
like the series. Oh, how can say?
TV series?
Yeah, I don't like it because this
Oh,
is a long time. Takes a long time.
yeah,
I
it's
like to see only films.
okay. You
This is
just like to watch films because most of them only last an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, but a TV
yeah,
series can last, many episodes,
yeah,
right?
yeah, sure.
Okay, good. So do you play any musical instruments?
Music.
Yeah, instruments like the piano, the violin, or the guitar.
Uh, how can I say, fortunately, when I am child, this is prevalent. It's prevalent in my school. But now, after before 5 years, in my government, uh, learn the piano, learn the music, all the school.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't. Yeah, I don't study the.
Okay. Okay. So you don't have to play any you don't play any musical instruments.
Yeah, when I.
Okay.
But maybe my daughter, my sister, do it.
They do. They do.
Study.
Okay.
Yes.
But not you. How about cooking? Do you like to cook? Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah, sure.
you're probably a very, very good cook.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Today I cooking.
You
My
today you were spent that you spent some time today cooking.
yes,
Okay, what did you cook
because
today?
today
Did you cook?
I didn't go college.
Okay, did you cook pizza?
No, not pizza.
I
I
love
do.
pizza.
Yeah, I know you love pizza, but I do it difficult.
Oh, it's difficult. It's
Difficult.
difficult for you to make pizza.
Pizza needs a lot of my time. Like,
Yeah, you're right. It does. So, what kind of food do you like to cook? Like your traditional food of your
yeah,
country, or do you like
traditional food
okay, traditional food?
is mean margouk. That's name margouk.
Okay, okay.
Uh, this is
What is it made of? Is it made of like vegetables or meat, or what is it
yeah,
made of?
with no vegetables, only how can I say potatoes.
Potatoes,
Yeah, potatoes with chicken with
chicken. Okay,
small of the bread.
small
Mix
bread
all, yeah,
mixed all together with
mix
some
all together
spices,
with
like some salt.
yes, what you want. You want to spicy, you want to no,
Oh
it's good.
wow, this
And
sounds
with sauce of tomato.
okay. Some
It's,
tomato
it's
sauce.
so delicious, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds
With
delicious.
lemon.
Now you're making me hungry.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. I asked the question, so it's good that you like to cook. So do you cook? Do you do lots of cooking, or is it like something that you really enjoy?
Yeah, I'm enjoy when I cooking.
Okay.
And I do it. I do something. I do another gelatin. Gelatin.
Oh, okay. Is
You
is
know
that
gelatin,
is that
like
like
dessert.
is that like a dessert, right?
It's good with the bone.
Okay, it's kind of like a dessert. Is it? And it's sweet.
Yeah, sweet. Sure.
Sweet. Okay. Do you like sweet food?
Yeah, I love it,
Okay.
but not too much sweet.
Yeah, too much
Um,
sweet's not good for you, right?
sure.
Yeah, you have to be careful. You have to eat sweet food in moderation.
Yeah, sure. I know it.
Good.
Uh,
Great.
and I will not ask, but I will say something. You are really very professional photographer. I see this food
I'm a professional photographer.
photographer.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
you
say
are professional
photographer. Photographer.
photographer. Yeah, photographer. You are
Yeah.
really you excellent with photographer. Me,
Oh,
no, not like you.
you're not so do you like to take photographs?
Yeah, I like, but not
Okay.
like you. You
Okay.
take the photo um, with focus, with
I'm
everything. I don't
I'm
know how
very
can.
sometimes I'm very lucky.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Sometimes
Shallow.
I'm very lucky. I'm very because I take lots of photographs when I'm out, and the ones I post are the ones that I think are the best, and I delete many of them because they're not very good.
Really?
Yeah, so sometimes I'm just very lucky if I catch a good shot or
Ah,
something. It's for me. It's very. I'm not because I'm not professional. I'm an amateur photographer. It's kind of a hobby of mine. But whenever I go outside, I take lots and lots and lots of pictures.
yeah, sure. And it's all the how can I say it's enough now. It's it's this what I want to say.
That's what you wanted to say. Thank
Say.
you. I appreciate your compliment.
I appreciate to go the stage with you. Thank you so
Sure.
much,
Welcome.
Todd.
This is your
Thank
first
you
time
so
on
much.
this is your first time on my stage.
No, this is third time.
Third time?
Third.
Really?
Yes, not yeah, but maybe because I don't coming every day. I coming only one in the month on the 2 3 weeks
Okay. So,
because that
okay.
you forget me maybe. The first time I'm so shy. I can't talk.
Okay.
I go with you.
Now you seem very comfortable,
Yeah,
right?
Alhamdulillah. You are
Yeah.
so comfortable.
Yeah, now you feel very comfortable on the stage. Talking to me, you have no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, sure. Thank you
Okay.
so much, Todd.
Okay, you're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thanks for raising your hand and thanks for coming up and sharing your funny story with how you snuck secretly into your mom's room.
Yeah, thank you so
All
much.
right. Have a nice
Bye.
night. Have a good day.
Have a nice dream. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah, that's our topic tonight. Funny stories. Her story snuck into her mom's room. Could yeah, you have to be careful about what you put in your hair. I don't worry about it 'cause of course I don't have any hair. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for sharing a little bit of your life there in Saudi Arabia. Yes, I know in the summer times it's scorching hot there. Scorching hot. Okay, my coffee is gone. My coffee is gone, but that's okay because I still have lots of water. Lots of water. Water is very healthy for you. So anyway, thank you so much for sharing your funny story with us. And scorching hot in it's not scorching hot in Beijing. No, here it's very comfortable now. Very comfortable. Anyway, our topic tonight: funny stories. We've heard quite a few funny stories from people, and I also drink Lucky Coffee. Good for you. Yeah, good for you. Yes, our topic tonight is sharing your sharing your funny story with us, and we've heard quite a few of them tonight. Anyway, that is our topic. And tomorrow night topic is going to be 20 questions. It's a Q&A game I'll play, question and answer game, meaning that you come up on stage, pick a number between 1 and 20, and then I will give you a corresponding question to that number. The questions that I have tomorrow night are not personal questions. They're very simple questions. So, the questions that I chose are very easy for you. So, anyway, quick introduction for those who've joined us live stream. My name is Todd. I come from the United States of America, and I have been living in Beijing now for 13 years. I don't teach English. I am a private English tutor. I do that in my free time, mostly during the nights and weekends. And then on the weekends here in Beijing, I do host some English corners as well. So anyway, can I speak Chinese? I cannot speak Chinese. I can understand a little bit, a few words. I cannot carry a conversation with anybody. I can't speak a full sentence in Chinese. I can't read Chinese characters. So no, I can't. I don't speak Chinese. I can only speak English. So anyway, I'll tell you a funny story. I told everybody last night that I would share a funny story that happened to me. Okay, I have many, many, many funny stories because I'm like 100 years old. So, do I host English corners in other cities? I don't because I guess I don't have time to travel to other cities to host English corners. If I had time and someone was going to pay for my my flight, my hotel, and my food, I would love to go to other cities and host English corners. I would love to. Someone pays for my airline ticket or my train ticket. Someone pays for my hotel. Someone pays for my food. Sure, I would do English corners in other cities, no problem. Anyway, so a funny thing that happened to me, I'll share a story really quick. It's a quick story. It's not going to last a long time because I'll start to bring some more people up on stage a little bit later. We still have time. My voice still sounds pretty good. But anyway, here's a funny story that happened to me while I was in Hong Kong. Because if you're familiar with with me, I spent the last few weeks. I was on a business trip, an extended business trip, and that business trip took me to Hong Kong. I was in Hong Kong for a week, and during our time in Hong Kong, one of my colleagues was ill. I think she had food poisoning. I don't know. She ate some food that didn't agree with her stomach, and so she got sick, and so we had to cancel some of our meetings, and so we had some free time during the day. And everybody, we didn't go out together. I just wanted to go exploring Hong Kong by myself, solo. I'm a solo traveler. And so I started to wander around Hong Kong. If you've ever been to Hong Kong, it's an amazing city. It's old and the streets are very narrow, lots of old buildings. The people are super, super friendly and it's a very nice place. Anyway, so I was wandering around Hong Kong and, luckily I had GPS so I didn't get lost, but I was wandering around Hong Kong. I wandered into a coffee shop. It wasn't a franchise coffee shop like Starbucks or Costa Coffee or anything. It was a very small local coffee shop. And so I wandered into a coffee shop and sat down, and it was very crowded. It was very crowded in that coffee shop. And luckily, I got a table. I was very fortunate that I was able to get a table. So I got a table, I sat down, and I could scan the QR code on the table to order my coffee. I ordered my coffee, and I was sitting there and drinking my coffee, checking my phone and stuff, and just kind of looking around. It was very crowded in that coffee shop. And anyway, as I was sitting down and drinking my coffee, after several minutes, a girl came and asked if she could sit at my table because there was no other place to sit. She goes, "Is there somebody sitting in this seat?" And I'm like, no, no, I'm here alone. So she goes, "Do you mind if I sit down?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay, no problem. You can